Hello, we're back. Episode 4. Before we start the episode, I want to say a huge, huge thank you to Mel Marie Skincare. They are one of our sponsors and we just love them. I use their products. In fact, one of the people we're going to talk about today, who was one of the people on my team, um, she introduced me because if I had never gotten this in my gift bag from her, then I probably would have never known about it. So, some of the things that I absolutely love about Mel Marie, and I do shout outs for our sponsors because they're very important to us. So, we want to try and get them out there as much as possible. My very favorite is this Soft as Silk lip conditioner. This stuff is awesome. Oh my gosh, my lips never felt better. It's better than chapstick. It's better than anything that I've used so far. So it's called Soft as Silk. It is the best. It's natural made. They're a Christian company, which is even a big bonus for me. So I like to support our Christian friends. I also use the Daily Face Probiotic Face Cream. Love this stuff. And the body lotion. Love, love, love. And it doesn't leave like a grimy feeling. It's really quite nice. And then also, and I just love this face wash. This cleanser is amazing. I love it. So if you have the opportunity to go on the Mel Murray website, order some of that stuff. Their skincare, phenomenal. Um, and their story is on their About Me page. Just a wonderful story. So today we are going to be talking about um, building your team. And this was something that was so super important to me. Um, in fact, it's so important to me that I have them on my phone. These are all the people that were part of my corporate team. If you're new here, this is how we do things. We're learning to be fearlessly authentic and have courage in that. Um, this is not something that you necessarily, pageantry is not something you necessarily want to do alone. You'll make friends with the right attitude, you'll make friends, but you really need a good support team. And I'm not just talking about people going, yay, good job. I'm talking about coaches and mentors and sponsors and champions who actually help you to go after that crown. By the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly who you need on your team because it's going to come to your heart who you want on your team. And you might be hurt by the people who don't want to be on your team or that you don't want on your team. You're going to learn how to find them. You're going to learn how to build those relationships and elevate your entire pageant experience without draining your bank account or your sanity. Because here's the truth. Nobody wins a crown alone. Nobody. I was very fortunate and I was able to do 14 of the 15 years of pageantry without paying because I had excellent resources and excellent relationships with people. Um, so I had all the sponsors that I needed. And I know it's really hard to ask for sponsors, for people to support you, but maybe they want to support you. They don't know how. So we'll get there. Um, so for years, I had an amazing sponsorship team. But it's more than that. You need more than sponsors. Um, Every title holder has a team of people who believed in them. They were invested in me. They pushed me to be better. So let's build your dream team. So why do you need a support team? Let's start with the honest truth. Pageantry is hard and it's expensive. It's time consuming and sometimes emotionally draining. If you've ever done a pageant and you've had that after effect, you know it can be draining. And it requires skills you may not have yet that you're going to get. Trying to do it alone is like trying to climb Mount Everest without a guide, without gear, and without anyone knowing you're up there. You need people. I know I'm a loner sometimes, and I needed people. I had to face the facts that I couldn't do it alone. Reason one, you don't know what you don't know. I know I sound a little bit like a politician, but if this is your first pageant ever, even if it's your fifth, because even at my 10th, there are things that I had not experienced yet, mistakes that I hadn't made yet, strategies I hadn't learned yet. But a good team, a good support team fills with knowledge in those gaps. Reason two, you need expertise that you don't yet know you have or you don't yet have. Unless you're a professional makeup artist, that's not me. Unless you're a wardrobe stylist, that wasn't me. Fitness trainer, fitness for your body, wasn't me. Public speaking coach, still not me. Working on it, but not me. Or marketing genius. And I still got stuff to learn. You're going to need help outside of your skill set. Reason three, you need accountability. When it's 9 o'clock at night and you're exhausted and you don't want to practice your walk or prep for interview, your support team is who keeps you on track. Reason number four, you need emotional support. Pageantry is like a roller coaster. You'll have moments of doubt. Remember, we talked about that in the first episode where that never me will keep coming up. You got to keep it in check. You'll have moments of frustration, moments where you just want to quit. Your support team is who reminds you why you started and why you're worth it. And I needed them. And I didn't have them for a long time. But when I got them, man, was it amazing. My growth was incredible. Reason five, you need resources, whether it's a financial scholarship or sponsorship, whether it's connections to vendors or access to opportunities. Your support team will help you open doors that you can't open on your own. Reason six, you need celebration. When you hit certain milestones, when you nail your interview practice, when you find that perfect gown, and that should be further down the road, your interview should be your focus. Learning to be you should be your focus. Bringing out those attributes. When you win, your support team is who's going to celebrate you. And trust me, those celebrations matter. So if you've ever been trying to do this alone, because you're independent like I am, or you don't want to burden anyone, like I don't feel like I want to burden anybody, or you think asking for help is weak, stop now. Building a support team is not weakness, it's strategy. It's wisdom. It's how winners win. So, who do you actually need? Building your core team. These are going to be the people, the only people who have solid input. So, what does a support team actually look like? Let's break it down by role. So, We will have the pageant coach. I've had many. I have learned something from every single one of them. Michaela taught me, Lib taught me, Lori, Naoma, like that, Annie, all of these people. This is your pageant coach is your strategic guide, the person who understands pageantry inside and out and helps you navigate the entire process. That's what a good pageant, that's what a pageant coach is. Now, let me tell you what a good pageant coach is, because there's some that are good and there are some that are not good. And then there are just the ones that you don't connect with. So, your pageant coach will help you choose. And let me just say this right here, the pageant launch pad, this is just for a starting point. It is not to help you get to that place. That's you. You getting a coach is different than what I do. I'm here to give you keys and tools, but I don't know all the systems. I I know a couple. I can't help you find your perfect system. I know the system that I direct for. I know the systems that I have competed in. A pageant coach, a good pageant coach will help you find the right system. They know all the systems. So we'll be clear about that right now, okay? So that pageant coach also guides your overall competition strategy. She's helping you put it together, or he. They'll prep you for interviews with mock sessions. Coaches help you with your stage performance and your walk, and we'll learn more about that stuff. They'll help you develop your platform. They'll give you honest feedback, even when it's hard to hear, even when it hurts a lot or a little bit. That person holds you accountable for your goals. They connect you with resources and opportunities. So, what do you look for in a pageant coach? There's a connection that happens. I have felt that connection. It's not something you can describe. It's either you're connected or you're not connected. You're looking for a pageant coach who has experience in competing or coaching in pageants, preferably the system that you're in. A coaching style that matches your personality and your needs. It has to match your personality. They are so good at connecting when it's the right person. They have to have a proven track record. Do their clients win or place? Do they grow? Someone who focuses on your authentic strengths, not molding you into a cookie cutter contestant. Someone who can take your authenticity and blow it up into this amazing bundle. Someone who has clear communication and expectation, gives you their cost, the price, and their deliverables. The cost reality with a pageant coach, it's going to range, and it's going to depend on what level you're at. Are you at the state level competing for state, or you're competing for nationals? That's the difference between 500 and 5,000, depending on their experience and what's included. Some offer payment plans. Ask about a payment plan. Some do group coaching at lower rates. Some offer a la carte services. If you need one, I can give you some ideas. Honestly, if you're serious about winning and you're new to pageants, yes, a good coach does save you time, money, and heartbreak for later. But if a budget is tight and you can find a mentor, more on that in the next, or invest in just a few coaching sessions for yourself for your weaker areas, that would be ideal for you. Some coaches will do a couple, some will give you a whole package. It's great. So it really depends. Or you can find somebody that you can mentor from. The mentor, rule number 2, the mentor. This is someone who's been where you are and can guide you based on their own personal experience. I have flyaways getting in my face. I apologize. um, often for free or at a very low cost. So here's what a mentor does. And some of you might have already had a mentor, some of you have a mentor. They'll share their pageant journey with you. What worked, what didn't. They'll give you advice and encouragement. They can answer questions as they come up. They can introduce you to people in the pageant community. They provide emotional support and perspective. What you're seeing is not always what's actually happening. You need someone there to be able to navigate that. Um, and where to find mentors? Well, past title holders from your pageant system, not necessarily the current reigning title holder, unless those are done for all the girls. So what I do is for all of my girls. This is what the pageant launch pad is. All of my girls get the same training from me, and they get training from our book. And there's a lot in here. And they get training on through group sessions that we have. And we generally have them monthly. We address challenges that the girls are going through. That's what we do. So current title holders should really be doing it for the whole group to keep things fair. Um, maybe you find someone who competed in the same pageant or at the local level or the state level. Um, Pageant communities on social media or Facebook groups. They can be helpful, but they can also be negative. So just be real careful where you go with that. Um, Ask the current title holder if she's doing group sessions. Reach out to contestants that you admire and ask if they'd be willing to talk. I used to do that. I had no problem talking to the other girls and kind of letting them give them a little bit of a lay of the land as I experienced it. Um, and they did the same for me. I've had women more recently in my last few years who stepped forward and said, well, I can help you because I've been down this road. I can't walk your journey for you, but I can give you a hand. So there's that. Contestants share, like, you have a really great sisterhood when you're all sharing in your experiences and you're all learning from each other. Because what one person will learn is going to be a little different than what somebody else has learned. And when you bring those things together and you're supporting each other through the journey, that's how I got to meet Eve, and she's on my team. Naoma, Lori, mm, Annie Ackerman, Carrie. You guys met Carrie. Is she not awesome? Okay. So these are people who've already been contestants that I already knew, and some were competing in the same pageant as me. And two of them, year after year, won. And I was so excited for them. So that's a sisterhood. And that's what creates a sisterhood is shared experiences. Loving your sister enough to help her out. And if you both don't know, ask. Ask someone else. Ask your director. Ask your mentor. Ask your pageant coach. Ask, ask, ask. No question is a stupid question. Okay? So, how to approach them. Um, don't just slide into DMs asking for free coaching. Their time is valuable. Be respectful. Try something like, I don't know, hi, my name is Charlene. I'm competing in South Dakota America pageants, and I've been following your journey, Michaela, and I'd love to learn from your experience, Naoma. Would you be open to a 20-minute coffee chat, my treat, where I could ask you a few questions, Lori? I'm going through all of my people. I completely understand, Annie, if your schedule doesn't allow it, but I thought I would ask. I love you. I know you're amazing. Um, And most pageant women are incredibly generous and will say yes, or they'll give you the first one at a discounted rate, or they'll say, I can't swing that right now. But maybe we could do this or something like that. I don't want to make promises for coaches. They have their own time and their time is valuable. So keep that in mind. And it's not cheap. Um, Rule number 3, the beauty team, hair and makeup artists. I have had my share of amazing makeup artists and amazing hair people. And for the last 6 or 7 years of pageantry, I went with one woman. She never let me down. Zoe, you know who you are, girl. Um, and you want somebody who's skilled at that level, whatever level you're at, whether it's the local level or the state level or nationals is a whole different animal. So nationals, you're going to want people who really know how to do nationals makeup. Um, at that level, you're probably going to need like a lot of help because I know I would. And I don't think I do too badly, but it took me a lot of learning. So, at least just for the day of competition anyway. And I can probably offer you some names of people who do the beauty stuff. So what do? These are the people that create pageant appropriate hair and makeup that look good in photography under stage lighting. Makeup and hair under those lighting conditions is very, very different. Do the trials. So you can approve the look ahead of time. You don't want to go in and go, oh my God, what did you do to me? Do the trials. Execute flawlessly on competition day so that you can focus on doing what you need to do and you're not fidgeting with your face. Cost reality, hair and makeup for competition day can range from $150 to $1,000. It completely depends on where you're going to be, what the artist's experience is. A budget hack, I will tell you, you can learn to do your own for interview and fitness, but you really for evening gown for stage, you really need to make sure that you're hiring professional, or find a beauty school student who needs um, a portfolio model, and they'll do it for cheaper. In the Pageant Launchpad book, one of the things that we really wanted to hit home to how challenging hair and makeup can be uh, was um, chapter 9, and it's called Beauty by Design. Now, this gives you an understanding of the difference between stage makeup and everyday makeup. It helps you to build your pageant makeup without breaking the bank. Because the reality is, we can't all afford it. And we can't find necessarily sponsors who are willing to do it. We might know people, but did we ask them, right? So, and one of the other things that I have noticed about the pageant world is the pageant world is just catching up to beauty with women who have different skin tones. Um, and I feel like that's been a little bit of an injustice for women with darker skin tones, or really, really, really light skin tones. But it is getting so much better. And they just look, these people who do the makeup, and it does cost a lot of money. I'm telling you, it's worth the money. But if you can't break the bank, there is stuff in the book. For my girls, this stuff is in the book and you need to practice. Okay. Nationals, I would suggest hiring someone to do your makeup. So that's where I stand with that. I know the difference between regular everyday makeup and stage makeup. Those lights are not kind. Be practicing, 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 practicing. So bottom line, hire a professional or find a beauty school, go to the beauty school. For my girls in South Dakota, you can go over to any of the beauty schools and ask them, do you have any girls who need a portfolio model that would be willing to do this for me? Because we only have 2 days, interview day and pageant day. Nationals is 10 days, long time. Um, so go and ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. You're asking people to support you. You're not begging for money. You're looking for support. Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about rule number 4, your wardrobe stylist or consultant. Now, for my girls, when I come, I do color analysis. I have done color analysis for the last 3 years, and you won't see me in a color that does not look good for me. This is someone who's going to help you choose your competition wardrobe that flatters your body and fits the pageant aesthetic. And here's what they do. They will help you shop for interview outfits, gowns, fitness wear. They'll give you honest feedback. Honest feedback. No, that color looks horrible on you. These are the colors I think you should go with. And they'll tell you why. Connect with boutiques and designers. They might want to loan you a gown or loan you an outfit because they want it to be seen. Ensure that everything fits properly and photographs well. Do you need to have one? Not necessarily. If you have a good eye for style, or a fashionable friend who's willing to shop with you, you can skip this. But if you're lost in your wardrobe, investing in one is probably good. Be careful who you hire. My girls, if you want someone to help you, please contact me so I can tell you who is skilled and who is just putting out for money. I care a lot about my girls. I want them to succeed. I want them to have the best that they can possibly have. And I have good relationships with a lot of different people. So I have my own kit. I will come and do my girls for free. I will do pretty much any of the the America contestants I'll do for free, but I have to be able to get out there or you have to come to me. I will actually be in South Dakota this month, I think from the 15th to the 18th. I'm not for sure on that. I have to check. My husband does the scheduling. If you're totally lost on your wardrobe, ask the question. Even one styling session could help. One. It can help you not spend money on stuff that's not going to compliment you. Okay. Let's talk about rule number 5. This is your fitness trainer. This is the person who is going to guide you on your fitness journey, and they could be invaluable. I have been on a fitness journey for 15 years. I had started pageantry 15 years ago at 250 pounds. I was able to work through, and it took a while to work through all the things that were not healthy for me. Notice I said, for me. I did not, and I did do some comparison with me and other women, but when I got with the right people, they taught me what was healthy for me. What I could do at 250 pounds is different than what I can do at 120 pounds. And it takes work to get there. It takes commitment to a journey. Why do I stay connected with pageantry and modeling? Because that's where I thrive best in my fitness journey. 15 years is a long time to go from a 46-inch waist to a 25-inch waist. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and it takes commitment. And that's what pageantry helped me with, was getting to that place where I had organs that were shutting down to a place where now I can play with my kids. They're all grown up, but I can play with my dogs. You can hear them in the background. So having a fitness trainer, someone who's going to be honest with you and someone who is going to work with your body, your abilities. That is important. Maybe you have a disability like I did, and you need something different than what they would normally give. A fitness trainer will do that for you. You could go to your gym and get one, whatever. Okay. So they're going to be able to create a workout plan that's tailored to you and your goals and your timeline, and help you build strength and confidence in your body. I had a friend, Shantea, when she won Mrs. California, United States, she didn't know she was pregnant. But this girl has a rockin', I mean, she's so gorgeous inside and out. And she found out she was pregnant. She was going to nationals. And she had said in a conversation, if I can't lose the weight because I'm having the baby, I'm going to strengthen everything up. She found the right person who could work with her in her circumstance that she was pregnant, that could build that muscle, make that look good to her, made her feel good, made her for her body. Okay. This is important. You're not trying to become a um, uh, bodybuilder overnight. It's not going to happen. That horse is out of the barn already, darling. What you want is that certain someone who's going to help you for your body. So they're going to help you build your strength. They're going to help you build confidence in your body. They're going to keep you accountable for showing up. They're going to ensure that you're training safely and sustainably. You don't need a private trainer. You could do group fitness classes, Zumba, uh, online coaching programs. I got a few people online that I worked with that were really great. YouTube workouts. You can do it inexpensively, or you can do it with a personal trainer. Not that they're all expensive, but their time is valuable. Rule number 6. This is the next role of person that you're going to need. Interview prep specialist. Some coaches specialize only in interview prep. That helps you to articulate your platform, answer tough questions, and communicate with confidence. Here's what they do. They create mock interviews for you. They help you refine your talking points. They teach you techniques for staying calm under pressure. They give you feedback on your answers, your body language. I know I got freaking happy hands. Laura used to tell me that, your happy hands, or jazz hands, or whatever it was. They'll give you feedback on your answers, your body language, your presence. Do you need one? If interview is your weakest area, this will be worth it. It is worth 50% of your score. And if there's a tie, we go to interviews. The person with the highest interview wins. A good pageant coach should also cover this. So don't double pay unless you need extra focused work. The next rule number 7, your sponsors. These are the people or the businesses who financially support you. in this journey in exchange for recognition because they believe in you. And I have been a sponsor. I have been a happy sponsor and I have been a very unhappy sponsor. Here's what they provide. They provide a financial contribution toward your entry fees, your wardrobe, your travel, your coaching, whatever. They provide in-kind donations like free services like hair, makeup, and photography, or discounted uh, and promotion visibility for your platform. And how to find sponsors. Well, we'll dive deep into sponsorship strategy in a future episode. But here's the short version of that. I was really good at getting sponsors. 14 of my 15 years, I paid nothing. Um, Start with people and businesses that you already know. Even though you think they're going to say no, they might not. What if? Going back to that, what if? Start with people you know, businesses you know. Be clear about what you're asking for and what they get in return. Create a sponsorship packet. One of the things that I do with my girls is I create a sponsorship packet for them to take with them where they go. Don't be afraid to ask. The worst they can do is say no. And then the most important thing that you can do to continue to maintain sponsors year after year after year, which is what I did. I had the same sponsors for 7 years. That's half my pageant life. Follow through. If you say you're going to post them up once a week, you post them up once a week. I don't care what you're doing. If you say that you're going to feature them, or you're going to have a event for them, or you're going to go and talk to people and you're going to mention their name, then you better do it. Or you will end up with a sponsor that will never touch another pageant girl. Because I've been there. I know what that's like. Sponsoring girls that don't follow through with their promises ruins it for everyone else. So don't do that. Make sure you follow through with your sponsors. So that's your role number 7. That's what you need in your pageant team. The next part, your inner circle. I only had 5 people in my inner circle. Do not underestimate the power of the people that already love you. And here's how you'll know them. And I've seen where spouses are not in that inner circle. Fortunately, mine was. They will provide emotional support when you're stressed, when you're discouraged, when you don't want to do it anymore, or you lost sight of why you're doing it. They'll provide you practical help, driving you to fittings, practicing your interview questions, watching the kids so that you can go rehearse. They'll give you honest feedback. And sometimes that painful feedback is the most valuable feedback. And they will have unconditional belief in you. Not everybody is going to walk this journey with you. Some of your friends will fall away, and some of them will get stronger. So be careful who you put in your inner circle. In my inner circle, there's my dogs. In my inner circle, I had 5. First, I had Lori. Lori was she was a strong interview coach. I had Naoma. Naoma brought out the side of me that was missing. I was missing a very gentle side of myself. I couldn't figure out why I was so rough around the edges. Sorry, that's my dog. Um, and then I had Annie. Annie was my encourager. She She was always on it. She gave me honest feedback. Um, and then I had Carrie. Carrie and I started our friendship when we competed together. It was the first year we competed together, and she and I just connected. And I love her. Love her. I'm so proud of her. Same with Eve. Eve and Carrie and I all competed in Wyoming our first year, all three of us together. Those friendships are still there. I can lean on Carrie. I can call Carrie and go, Carrie, I need prayer and I need it now. And Carrie's there. I can call Eve and talk about, this is really upsetting me. Um, and then my husband. Not every spouse is going to be able to do this. They all work differently. Some of you can expect it from your husbands, and some of you, no, that's not their niche. And that's okay. They won't be part of that inner circle. Is it good to have, it's wonderful to have that? Yes. They'll support you, but they don't want to do they can't really, it's not in their personality. It's not in their character to do what my husband can do. My husband, after I did it the first time for his daughter, said to me, you should do it again. He handed that to me on a platter and said, you need this for you. And I want to support you. How can I support you? What do you need from me so that you can go after this dream? So that you can go after this thing that's going to help you grow. He saw the growth that I had and he loved the growth. And sometimes our husbands just need to see that it's going to help us grow. So they have the never me too. So you got to work with them sometimes. Ask the people in your life, if you don't tell them what you need, you cannot expect them to read your mind. If you need someone to quiz you on your questions, ask. If you need someone to practice your walk and tell you if you look crazy, ask someone. Your people want to help you, so let them. Um, let's talk about building your team on a budget. All of the people on my team worked with me. They were amazing people. I know what you're thinking. Charlene, I can't afford all these people. I'm already broke from the entry fees. I hear you. So let's talk about how to build a functional support team without going into debt and don't mortgage your house. Take the time and learn year after year. Don't mortgage your house. Strategy 1, prioritize what you need the most. You don't need every role filled. Figure out what your biggest gaps are and invest there. For example, if you're terrible at interview, I was not that great at interview. That's why I invested in my coach. I got the style down, I got the colors down, got the walk down, got stage presence down, but I needed a lot of interview help. If you have no idea how to do hair and pageant makeup, um, invest in a beauty professional, go to the local school, the beauty school, talk to a friend who does hair and makeup, watch YouTube or TikTok or whatever. If you're confident in those areas, you can skip them and allocate your budget somewhere else. Strategy look for pageant deals. A lot of pageant coaches offer packages that include the whole gamut of everything. Um, it's often cheaper to do it that way than hiring each person separately. Strategy 3, barter or trade services. If you have a skill someone else needs, offer a trade. For example, if you're a graphic designer, offer to do design marketing for a coach in exchange for reduced rates. If you're a photographer, offer to do headshots for for a makeup artist and in exchange for competition makeup. If you're a social media whiz, offer to manage a boutique's Instagram in exchange for wardrobe discounts. Get creative. People love trades. Strategy 4. We're going to go through these a little bit quicker because we're already long on this. Tapping into free resources. There is so much free pageant stuff available. YouTube channels with pageant coaching, Facebook groups where past contestants answer questions. Just be careful you don't get caught up in the gossip and the drama. Um, Instagram pages with tips and tutorials, podcasts about pageantry. Use these to fill knowledge gaps for free. Then invest in the paid help only for the things that you can't learn on your own. Strategy number 5, we're finding someone, um, find someone who can build your portfolio, who you can help build their portfolio. Sorry. Beauty school students, new photographers, emerging designers, they all need experience and portfolio work. Reach out and see if these people would work with you at a discounted rate or even free in exchange for using photos, footage, etc. in their portfolio. Strategy 6, crowdsource your inner circle. Your friends and family can fill more roles than you think. Your brutally honest best friend can be your feedback person. Your mom can be your accountability partner, although sometimes mom sounds a little bit critical, or dad sounds a little bit critical, or sister sounds critical. Maybe you want to pick somebody else. I got critical brother. Um, your sister can provide pageant practice, interview practice, or your husband or your dogs. I don't know. I talk to my dogs, so why not? Your coworker who loves fashion and can dress the styles. They can help you shop. Don't hire people to do things that your inner circle can do for free. Save that money for nationals, because if you win, you're going, and there's money involved in that too. Strategy 7, payment plans. Many coaches and service providers will offer you, or they do offer payment plans. Don't be afraid to ask. Worst case scenario, they say no. Best case scenario, they help you without the upfront financial stress. Red flags. Let's talk about red flags real quick. Not everyone who wants to help you should be on your team. And here are the red flags. Red flag number 1, the dream killer. This is the person who constantly tells you that pageants are shallow, a waste of money, are not for someone like you. Even if they love you, if they don't support you, they don't belong on the team. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, girls. I've done this before. Red flag number 2, the cookie cutter coach. This is the coach who tries to mold you into their version instead of enhancing your already existing authentic strengths. If a coach is constantly telling you to be someone you're not, or they only coach one type of contestant, run. You need someone who sees your unique value and helps you to amplify it. Red flag number 3, the gossip. Pageant communities can be small and gossip spreads fast. If someone on your team is making a negative comment about other contestants or sharing your private struggles or stirring up drama, cut them loose. You need people who are loyal, discreet, and focused on your success, not tearing others down, not tearing you down. Red flag number 4, the overpromiser. Work with me and you'll definitely win. I've coached 100 queens. I guarantee results. Anyone making wild promises or guarantees is lying. Pageantry has too many variables. A good coach will tell you that they'll give you the tools to succeed, but they cannot guarantee outcomes. Those outcomes come with your growth. Red flag number 5, the flake. If someone constantly cancels, doesn't follow through, or is unreliable, don't keep them on your team out of guilt or loyalty. You need people who will show up, period. So they've got too much going on in their life. They can't be focused on you. Red flag number 6, the financially shady coach. If a coach or a vendor won't give you clear pricing or keeps adding fees that you weren't told about at the very beginning, or pressures you to spend money you don't have, that's a red flag. Work with people who are transparent about their costs and respectful of your budget. I can give you names of coaches to go to who are incredible, who these are their prices. There's no magic fees coming out of the air. Red flag number 7, the energy vampire. This is the person who makes everything about them. It could be anyone, their drama, their opinions, their needs. And I learned this. The last probably 4 years of my pageantry. People will suck the life out of you if you're not careful. Your support team should be giving you energy, not draining it. They should be protecting you from negativity, not dumping you into it. If someone consistently leaves you feeling exhausted or frustrated or worse about yourself, they're not support, they're a liability. They gotta go. Let's talk about real quick how to be a good team player. We are at, ooh, yeah, we're coming up, we're late. This is the longest one that we've had so far, but it's important. Building your team is extremely important. Um, and building your team isn't just about what they can do for you. It's also about how you show up for them. There's uh, rules to keep in mind when you're being a team player. Communicate clearly with them. Tell people what you need. Don't expect them to guess. They're not going to read your mind. If you need accountability, say it. Lori, I need accountability because this is what I'm feeling like. If you need encouragement, tell them you need encouragement. Carrie, I need you to pray for me. Can you pray for me? She doesn't even care what you need prayer about. She just prays no matter what. She doesn't even need to know. She's like this prayer warrior person. If you need tough love, say it. Just hurt my feelings. You don't usually say that, but you are saying it in some of the things that we're asking for. And if something's not working, say that too. Your team can't adjust if they don't know there's a problem. Rule 2, be coachable. If you hire a coach or ask for a mentor, listen to them. Don't argue with every piece of feedback. Don't ignore their advice and then wonder why you're not improving. You don't have to follow everything they say, but be open, receptive, and willing to try new things. That is the only way that I got to the place that I'm at right now, was being open to trying new things. Rule 3, respect their time. Your coach, your supporters, your team is so valuable. Their time is so valuable. Just show up on time. Come prepared. Don't cancel last minute unless it's an emergency. And if someone is helping you for free, be extra respectful. Say thank you. Follow through. Show appreciation. Rule number 4, pay on time. If you've hired someone, pay them on time every time. Don't make them chase you for payment. If you're struggling financially, communicate with them before it becomes a problem. Don't wait. Work out the solution together. Rule 5, give credit where credit is due. When you win or place, acknowledging those people who helped you get there. Tag your coach in your social media posts. I do it all the time. I love the people who were there for me. I want everybody else to know about them because they were so incredible with me. So you tag your coach in your social media posts, thank your sponsors, promote your sponsors like you said you were going to. write thank you notes. I know they're old fashioned. I know it's snail mail, but you don't know how far that goes. It's gotten me 14 years of sponsors. Um, People remember who celebrates them and who forgets them. I know every name of every person that I have ever sponsored who did not do what they said they would do, who did not fulfill the expectation that I laid out when I gave them my money. Pay it forward. Rule number 6. Once you've experienced the power of a good support team, be there for someone else. Mentor a new contestant. Share what you've learned. Lift someone else up. That's how we build a pageant community. That's how we build the sisterhood. That's a community of empowerment instead of cutthroat like you see on TV. It's not really like that. Come in, experience the sisterhood, be part of that sisterhood. All right, action plan. Here's your action plan for this week. This is your homework. 1, identify your gaps. Write down the areas where you need the most help. Interview, stage presence, wardrobe, fitness, platform development, and so on. Whatever those things are that you know that you're going to need, write them down. Action 2, prioritize your needs, rank them in order of importance based on your weaknesses and your pageant scoring breakdown. And you guys will know that next week because I'm going to give you exactly the everything that our judges in South Dakota America pageants are looking for. There's no, it's all transparent. You will know what to expect coming in, so work on it. Action 3, set your budget. Be honest about what you can afford to invest in coaching and services and then allocate it strategically. If you need help, send me a message. If you know my phone number, call me. Action 4, start researching. Look for coaches, mentors, and service providers who specialize in your top 2 or 3 priority areas. Check reviews, ask for referrals, and reach out. I can also give you a list. I have my list from my girls in Behind the Crown. There is a list. There are some that are not yet on the list because I have to get permission from them first. Action 5, reach out to potential mentors. Identify 2 or 3 past contestants or title holders. Don't put your current reigning queen in a situation where it might look like favor, but other title holders that you admire, and send them respectful, thoughtful message, asking if they'd be willing to share their experience with you. Have your questions ready. Action 6, tap into your inner circle. Tell your family members and friends that you want to compete or that you are competing. You've already made your decision, and ask for the specific support that you need. Let them help you. Hey, I need someone to encourage me. Hey, I need someone to be brutally honest, but do it out of love. Hey, you're really great at dressing. Can you help me dress? Action 7, join pageant communities. Find Facebook groups, Instagram pages, or a local pageant meetup where you can connect with other contestants and learn from their shared experiences. And remember, building your support team isn't about finding people to do everything for you. That's not how you win. It's about surrounding yourself with people who help you become the best version of yourself. You can't do it alone, and you don't have to. That's week 8 of the pageant launch pad. I know it was a really long one. I apologize, but there was so much that needed to be said. If this was helpful to you and you think about your support team differently, hit the subscribe button or drop a comment or send me a message. Tell me who's already on your team or who you wish was on your team, and let's talk about it. But until next week, have a good one.